Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, York finding Taysom Hill complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play action. York. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This will be brought out from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Saints 10, Vikings 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On 1st down, Kirkland. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Kirkland. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Kirkland. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited about the play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kirkland. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Ready? Second down, they go right back to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, the Vikings at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Kirkland, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of running the story in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw on second down. York. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. York. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. They dial up the quarterbacks that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Hey, full series.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
That really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Off play action. York. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. York. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. That was a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big over 26 yards.
First down in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very big trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, York. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. York tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Back to throw. York. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are 1-2 plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, but maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll make the change. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkland. Touchdown, Vikings! Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And it's a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try the middle with Cook. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run with Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Off play action. Kirkland. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try and get harder. Because I think all he's trying to do is to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Cook up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and